hoping this message gets floated to my cousin PhillipLevine in San Francisco, San Jose, CPA. I wish you hadn't moved 3,000 miles west. Breaks up the family just a little bit. The out of sight, out of mind scenario comes into play. Your father, my Uncle Jack, could be challenging to relate to. I appreciate the fact that he owned a hardware store for 30 years and that he flew several missions over Germany as a pilot, World War II. Yet he was challenging to relate to. Sometimes he would walk away from you right in the middle of a conversation, usually when he didn't agree with you. He could be very critical. My guess is part of why you moved 3,000 miles away was in part to create distance, though that wasn't specifically stated. But in doing so, to some extent, you threw away the baby with the bathwater. Took me time to understand a lot of this. On my own dime, a few years ago, before COVID, I came to visit you for a couple of days. I came for a couple of days and stayed at a hotel on Nob Hill and spent a little time with you. I enjoyed sitting with you in a piano bar for a couple hours. You are so bright and intellectual, though I would wish to know you when you brought more of your heart to the table as well, without running away. I enjoyed meeting your daughter, my second cousin too, though we all need more time together. We all need more time together. My guess is at the time that we met, she was being supported by you financially, perhaps for the most part, and therefore a lot of her opinions, political opinions, sort of, kind of needed to align with you, your wife. I don't know if she's aware that she comes from a long line of small business owners, something to be very proud of. And whilst she's taken a fancy to President Obama and Kamala Harris, they had promised us affordable health care, which is one of the most precious parts of this existence. And when he left, for many small business owners, that was not the case. I hope maybe within her legal career, she can sit with many small business owners, maybe 1,000 of them, over the course of time, listen and determine what it is that they need in terms of healthcare, and help to create policy that would render fabulous healthcare to small business owners, since that's a part of her blood. Once again, my father had 10 brothers and sisters, and your father is one of them. 100 years ago, My father helped your father sell a piece of property. He spent time, lots of time, and money to advertise, and spoke to potential clients. And when he finally put a deal together, he felt deserving of a small commission. Perhaps 5,000, 7,000, I'm just guessing here. I wasn't involved in that piece of this universe at all. Yet perhaps, since no one speaks about their feelings anymore, it caused distance between Jack and the rest of the family, and then that got told to you, and perhaps you told that to your children. Anyhow, my father helped enormously, and it was at a time where he may have been struggling and your father had millions. Millions. Please, can we stop replaying this story again and again and again in our minds, causing distance that never got spoken about? Can we move beyond it, as it is childish, immature, adolescent? My view of it, even though I wasn't involved, is that if your father had millions, and my father put in so much work, even though it was family, Jack, your father, should not only have offered a patch of monies in compensation and reward, but also said thank you with much enthusiasm and said, hey, let's also go to dinner and break out a bottle of wine. Go even beyond that. Because it was no skin off his back, no skin off his back, no skin off his back in any way, shape, or form. We don't take any money with us when we go, and we all go. And when it comes to children and grandchildren, ultimately, for the most part, the majority of them need to be self-sufficient anyway. It meant nothing. It really meant nothing at all in the larger scheme of things and in the smaller scheme of things. Secondly, you seem to be close with another cousin of mine, Frank. Frank, many years ago, brought a convicted pedophile into the home I grew up with. That's not alleged, it's factual. I want to forge a relationship with you as an individual. Though you seem to be friendly with Frank, and it's almost like we're back in high school where if you're friends with certain people, then you can't be friends with others, but we're all blood. All of us, we're equally related, 150%. I want to forge a relationship with you as an individual and let my relation with Frank and his wife be a separate scenario. I don't know why that seems challenging. I don't know if you in any way resonate with all the kinds of work he's done. For now, I honestly don't know. But we're not in high school anymore. And you shouldn't be defending him. In fact, you should be trying to help me understand why he brought a pedophile into the home that I grew up in. Several times. Please hop on that train instead. Please hop on that train, hop on that train instead. You too have millions, most likely earned by your own talent and skill set. How fabulous. So please, can you hop on a plane this summer and visit me here where I am? Let's have whatever difficult conversations we need to have so we can move beyond them. Again, you're staying at a hotel here for a few nights and hopping on a plane to and from is no skin off your back in any way, shape, or form, given that none of the millions are coming with any of us when we pass. Please, can we reconvene? Please, can we parse through anything we need to parse through eye to eye? Emotional conversations of any kind are not meant to be they're not meant to happen over the phone, and they're not meant to happen through the internet. There are certain subtleties you don't pick up on until you're there in person, and certain things are really personal. Let's parse through whatever it is that we need to parse through so that I may reconvene with your wife and your children, as we should, so that I can cultivate a relationship with the rest of your troop, your wife, your children, who are also part of my bloodline. Please,